Guys, make sure you like this like, make sure you leave them comments, and don't be a hater. If you're feeling my videos, hit the subscribe button. I'll just talk about some real shit in this video, because you know it's real. Alright you guys, it's a little late out here in Cali. I can't be loud, y'all, so just bear with me, because I feel like talking some fucking boxing. And I'm really excited about this fight between Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia, okay? Another thing is too, you know me, I'm usually chilling, got the music in the background playing while I talk my shit. But it's hot, it's fucking Cali right now, so you guys just gonna have to listen to the fan. Now remember, I told you guys I was leaning towards Mike Garcia to win this fight, but in this video I might be changing my mind. Okay, you guys know you're able to change your mind leading up to a fight as long as the fight is not official yet. Okay, so that's my perspective when it comes down to that. Now I have thoroughly broken this fight down in my head, y'all. I could picture this fight. And before you bet anybody, I mean, listen to this prediction, alright? And another thing is too, I'm going to give you guys a thorough comparison between the two fighters in this video. And I want to also tell you guys who's the overall better fighter. And I got nightmare videos coming as well too. Another thing I got coming for y'all in this video is the good and bad for both fighters. But before I really get into that, shit, got this shit look like a motherfucking crack pipe lighter. But y'all know it hits the most like that. I was finna roll a fucking a swisher, but you know, I didn't feel like going outside, and sometimes you don't feel like rolling up too. You know, sometimes you just feel like, you know, that's simple. And this is the most healthiest way to smoke anyway. The blunts will kill you. But anyway, and with that, all you need to do is hit like 2 times. All you just need to do is have some good. Yeah. But enough of this weed. Let's talk boxing. Okay, now the good and bad for both fighters. Alright, I feel like, well, let's get into Mikey Garcia first. I feel like Mikey Garcia got more to lose than Robert Easter Jr. The reason being is because Mikey Garcia is the guy that you can argue that what's your name lost 2-3 times already. He has been into Robert Easter Jr. has been in multiple close fights that could have went either way. I think they gave it to Robert Easter Jr. mainly because of politics and bullshit. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion, alright? Mikey Garcia, he usually clearly wins his fights, okay? Now, you could argue that, no, I think this is no argument that Robert Easter has faced a better competition, alright? That's a fact. Mike Garcia versus Richard Comey is a good fight. Alright? Mike Garcia versus the last cat that Robert Easter Jr. fought is a good fight. So I feel like being that Robert Easter Jr. is so young, I feel like he got a lot of good fights under his belt. The only problem is he's not clearly beating these guys, y'all. Alright? And I feel like Mikey Garcia is a lot better. And not a lot better, but he's definitely better than most of these guys that Robert Easter Jr. faced. Okay. Now, another thing that is bad for Mike Garcia in this fight is I feel like Mikey Garcia he's not used to fighting taller fighters. Alright? Mike Garcia, trust me, he might be sparring with these fighters, but I've done a background check on Mike Garcia, and I've been knowing this. It's just that I just did a background check just to make sure it's official. Mike Garcia is used to fighting people his height, 5'7", 5'6". You know, I would say maybe 5'5". Some 5'4". Robert Easter Jr. is almost 6 feet. He's 5'11", alright? He's fucking like, he's as tall as Tommy Hearns, alright? The dude is a big 140 pounder, man, alright? But it's equivalent as far as height is concerned and reach is concerned when it's come down to Tommy Hearns. And that rhymes too. But Mikey Garcia, on the other hand, y'all, that's another bad thing. And only reason I'm saying it's a bad thing because sometimes you having all that height can be a bad thing. Sometimes you being a taller man can be a bad thing. But that's if you don't know how to use your height. Now, I'm not going to say Robert Easter Jr. is crazy at using his height, but he's fair, alright? He's fair. So with that being said, I've never seen Mikey Garcia face somebody that's a lot taller than him. He's facing somebody that's a lot taller than him in this fight. So Mike Garcia is not fighting straight. He's not fighting down. He's fighting up. That could be a difference factor when it comes down to this fight, y'all. What's some more thing that's bad when it comes down to Mike Garcia? I don't feel like oh no, I think Adrian Broner hits harder than Robert Easter Jr. But I feel like other than that, you can argue that Robert Easter Jr. is the hardest puncher that Mike Garcia's faced. That's an argument now. Alright? So other than that, trying to think, we got anything else that I feel like is bad for Mike Garcia? That's about it. That's about it. You can argue the politics and bullshit might favor Robert Easter Jr. But Mike Garcia, a real respected fighter, though. I feel like a lot of judges got respect for Mike Garcia as well. So Mike Garcia ain't no guy that's just gonna get robbed too. That's what makes this fight so interesting as well. But Adrian Broner, Adrian Broner is dealing with Robert Easter Jr. So, but I feel like they can make bigger fights out of Mike Garcia. So we can get deep on that a little later on. But some of the good for Mike Garcia. Mike Garcia, the fundamentals is crazy. Mike Garcia could box, punch. He goes to the body. Mike Garcia is explosive. Another bad for Mike Garcia, he hasn't really shown his power at 140. Robert Easter Jr. has. So that's another difference maker right there, man. Let's get into Robert Easter Jr., the good and bad for Robert Easter Jr. So yeah, another thing good for Mike Garcia is he knows how to use range. A very good timer and counter puncher as well. So he's going to give Robert Easter Jr. a lot of different good looks, y'all. The reason I didn't just say different looks, I say different good looks, because I know Mikey. I think Mikey's going to fight Robert Easter Jr. in like an Adrian Broner type of fashion. The only difference is, even though I think that Robert Easter Jr. do have a chin, I don't know if he got a chin as good as Broner, which means that Robert Easter Jr. might end up hitting the canvas in this fight. But let's keep the train rolling when it comes on Robert Easter Jr. Let me make this shit quick, y'all. Robert Easter Jr. on the other hand, a good thing for Robert Easter Jr. in this fight, if he wins this fight, I feel like it'll be a much bigger win than Mike Garcia, because it's like you did what Adrian Broner couldn't do, and it's like you beat him for Adrian Broner. And the reason I feel like it's more pressure on Robert Easter Jr. to win this fight is because Robert Easter Jr. did say that he could beat Mike Garcia, and he felt like Adrian Broner beat Mike Garcia. So why don't you show AB how to get it done, and us how to get it done? Some more good things for Easter, the height. If he can keep the jab out there, Robert Easter Jr. can crack. The bad things is he ain't never faced nobody like Mike Garcia. And I could just leave it at that. Okay? The counter punching ability, the knowing how to use range and angles, okay? And the fact that Robert Easter Jr. hasn't been getting no clear W's lately. So you think all of a sudden you face Mike Garcia is going to be clear? I'm not going to say it's not, but I'm not going to say it is neither, alright? That being said, let's get into the comparison. Who's the faster fighter? This is a good one. This is a good one in my opinion. I'm a edge Robert Easter Jr., but Mike Garcia is not slow. If I had to give a point between both of these fighters, I would say Mike Garcia from a scale of 1 to 10. His speed is like, I would say maybe like a good 8.5, and you could say Robert Easter Jr. is like maybe a 9. Okay, but I would say Mike Garcia like a 8.7. And Mike Garcia got some good hand speed with good timing, y'all. All right, that's what make Mike Garcia hand speed so crazy to me. Is because we all know timing beats hand speed. So if you have hand speed along with timing, that could make you more accurate, which I think Mike Garcia is more accurate than Robert Easter Jr. So what I'm basically telling you guys is, even though Robert Easter Jr. might be a split second faster, that don't mean shit because Mike Garcia is the better timer. Now who has the better foot speed? This really don't. This one is really kind of hard to explain, in my opinion, because Robert Easter Jr. is usually on the front foot, and Mike Garcia, he shows foot speed when he wants to. Mike Garcia really know how to use angles as well. But I don't know. I'm gonna leave this one as default because I feel like this one is a complicated one to really, hit the nail on. But this is default. Okay, what else? We got the conditioning. Mike Garcia got good conditioning, in my opinion. Come on, we all know Mike Garcia is a student of the game, so he knows better. I think Mike Garcia took all that time off, you guys. I think he was working out and doing a whole lot of running, and a lot of people probably thought he was kicking it, probably just eating this shit, but no. Mike Garcia wasn't doing it. I think he was really on his shit. Okay, then you got Robert Easter Jr. when it comes down to his stamina. Robert Easter Jr., I don't know about y'all, but Robert Easter Jr. showed me he was kind of tiring, man. In the fight against, his last fight against, what's his name? I forgot the old boy's name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You asked me, I thought he was kind of gassing a little bit. But he do got fair stamina. It's not bad stamina. But I favor Mike Garcia when it comes down to the conditioning. What else we got next? We got the better chin. Robert Easter Jr. got a chin, y'all, okay? But the difference is he ain't never got hit by a fighter like fucking Mikey Garcia, okay? But remember this, I told you guys, Mike Garcia hasn't shown me that power at 140 like he has shown me at 135. But Robert Easter Jr. does have a chin. Mike Garcia has been hurt by smaller fighters, and he has been dropped by smaller fighters, okay? But Mike Garcia does have a chin, don't get it twisted. But I'm going to favor Robert Easter Jr. when it comes down to the chin department. Now, Mike Garcia, he can prove me wrong in this fight. Now, if he comes in this fight and just stops Robert Easter Jr., he can prove me wrong. But I feel like as of right now, I'm leaning towards Robert Easter Jr. when it comes down to the chin department. And they both have a chin. You guys, just because you lose when it comes down to my comparisons, I don't mean shit, because that's just like, yeah, almost don't count. But that don't mean you're not a beast. Alright, that's just like if you got a basketball team that wins by 100 points. I mean, you got that win and they got 100 points, and you got the other team, they got 99 points. You went out on your shield and you're a beast, okay? That don't make you no worse. You just lost this one. Let's keep the train rolling. I'm a little tired too, y'all, but I'm getting this shit done because I got some jewels on the drops y'all about because I'm going to have. Alright, then what else we mentioned? The better defense. The better defense, in my opinion, is Mike Garcia. Alright? Mike Garcia is not too Too easy to hit Mikey. All right. But I'm going with Mikey in that one. We all seen fighters tag Robert Easter Jr. So that being said, I'm definitely going with Mikey when it comes down to that one. That's a fact. Who's the better boxer? Mikey. Mikey's definitely the better boxer, no question. Fundamentally, everything. The fundamentals is down packed. All right. Who has some more power? It's a good one in my opinion. Like I told you guys, I must be honest, man. Mikey Garcia hasn't shown me that power at 140. He didn't really hurt Lipinets. Lipinets was never hurt. When Lipinets went down, that was the speed of Mikey and the power as well, but Lipinets wasn't really hurt. Now, I understand you could say Lipinets and Adrian Broner might just have a chin, but Mikey I'm just saying, Mikey has not shown that power, that one punch flush power that he's shown at 135 on many of occasions. Robert Easter Jr. got some pop, but even at 140, I still don't think he hits harder than Mikey, man. I think Mike got a little more crack at 140, and Robert Easter Jr. got crack. Don't get it twisted, but I don't feel like Robert Easter Jr. hit harder than Mikey, man. That's just my opinion. All right, now let's get into this one, last one, but never least, is Robert Easter Jr. versus Mike Garcia when it comes down the heart. In this one, I am going with Robert Easter Jr. Not saying Mikey don't got heart, man, but it's something I'll never forget from Mikey. When Mikey, he was getting when he was getting tagged by Ardell Salido. Yeah, I understand there was some headbutts involved too. Mike Garcia, technically he didn't quit, but you could tell he wanted out. He was like, you know what, I'm cool. All right. Mike Garcia was like, I'm up on the scorecards. And I call him Mikey, listen, y'all, Mikey is nowhere near no Victor Ortiz. He ain't no fucking quitter. All right. But I seen Robert Easter Jr., kneel down to get a win. I seen Mike Garcia do it too against Lipinets as well. Cause I thought Lipinets was winning some rounds. Mike Garcia dropped Lipinets, and Mike Garcia was even cut against Lipinets. But if I had to edge a fight, I'm going Robert Easter Jr. When it comes down to that one, because I never seen Robert Easter Jr. like just give up in the fight. Mike Garcia, I never see him give up in the fight technically, but you can argue that he kind of gave in against Ardell Salido when he could have. I feel he could have stopped Ardell Salido. But with that being said, now who's the overall better fighter? I think Mikey Garcia barely, but when it comes down to actual fighting, that's what is holding a lot of weight for Robert Easter Jr. When it comes down to actual boxing, I think the person is clearly Mike Garcia, not to mention Mike Garcia got cracked too. So that's what makes this fight so interesting, man. We're going to see Mike Garcia go up against a much taller guy, so Mike Garcia going to have to, and to not help the fact, we all know Mike Garcia got them little T-Rex arms, them little short arms, So who I got in this fight? I'm rolling with Mike Garcia. I got Mike Garcia taking this fight by either decision or a stoppage. I ain't going to go and say, I'm not going to say a stoppage. I got Mike Garcia by decision, but the stoppage happens, I can see it happening later in the fight. All right, y'all, I'm out.